Today is day 24 of 118 days with the Tudors, and today we're thinking about 1508. Now in the next year, in 1509, obviously we have the death of Henry VII and the accession of Henry VIII. So in 1509 I mainly want to be talking about Henry Jr. and his accession to the throne. So for 1508, I'm going to kind of think about how things were for this sort of last full year of Henry VII's life, and a bit about his illness and his impending doom. So, in 1508, what have we got going on? We've still got all this kind of kerfuffle around Catherine and Henry. It's still not really sorted. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch some of the other Catherine and Henry videos, because we have talked about it quite a bit. Ferdinand, just pay the dowry already. That sort of bit of money aside, Henry VII has got the country in a pretty decent state financially. Now this is where he gets his reputation as being a miser, as being a real cheapskate. So partly from the fact that he would never let Catherine of Aragon have very much to live on, but also this sort of last period of his life when he has, I mean, he's always been quite good at collecting debts, but in this last period of his life, so he's lost his wife, he's lost his son, he becomes quite focused on collecting the money that is due to him. Now he has two particular men who help him with this, Richard Empson and Edmund Dudley, and these two were essentially tax collectors, but they were very good at their job. They were very forceful, they were very disliked, they were very feared. So these two figures were very prominent during Henry VII's reign, and they were gotten rid of very quickly after Henry VII's death. He becomes ill again in 1508 with what's described as an unknown but recurrent illness. So it's something that's sort of dogged him maybe throughout his life, at least his later years. It has been suggested it could be tuberculosis, but we don't entirely know. But we know that by the March of 1509, his physicians had decided that he was not going to recover, and he was in quite a lot of pain by this point. He was already quite thin, you know, especially when you compare him to how we know his son will be before he dies, but he becomes a lot more thin and a lot more frail. He eventually passed away on the 21st of April 1509, though his death was kept a secret for 2 days to ensure the smooth accession of his son, Henry VIII. Tomorrow we have 1509, and he's coming. Are you ready? I'll see you then.